And here's another. Standardite here, and Guardians, your Cosmos.
Oh, yeah.
The Overwatch Spellcasters, your storytellers for the night. Who we got here going to play? We got the Moshi and BB. This ought to be a fun, man. A fun, man. A fun one. I'm stoned already.
Dude, you just started. You just started.
I know.
All right. So I'm going to give us a little rundown here. Our current teams are Moshi Moshi and BB. This is our Tier 1 games, one of our Tier 1 forerunners at the moment, Moshi Moshi. BB is looking like a brand new team at the moment, which is going to be awesome to see. Some new faces here. At the same time, we actually have our control maps. Will end up being Busan. If I can actually find it on this damn thing. To start things off, we'll head on over to our hybrid at Eichenwald. Assault will be Volsky Industries, and then Escort will be Dorado. If we actually see 2-2 by the end of that, we will go to a tiebreaker, which will be on Ilios as well.
Well, I'm ready. You ready? Let's get this shit
I am ready. Both teams are ready to go, so let's kick this shit in gear, folks.
Woo-woo. Found a little bit of energy, too.
Just a little bit. It was after you had that smoke.
Hey, what do you know?
That you scrounged up, as you said. You're like, I don't have any of this shit.
Yup.
Oh, shit. This is my bad.
What did you... You didn't pick the map, did you?
No, I didn't pick the colors.
Oh.
Because they are going to be... friendly UI. We're going to go with a nice magenta. And then we're going to go with a... blue here. Open show lobby. Restart match.
Well, alright.
Initiating match.
Let's get this shit show on the
road. Oh, one sec. We're having an issue.
Oh my. Golden. Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga, Radio, Radio. Need some music in my life. It's too fucking hot. Oh, ridiculous.
Man, these people, man.
January.
I ended up having a last second where they were just like, no, we gotta swap this person. And I was like, ah, shit.
Come on. We had 4 hours, couple days.
Well, no, they gave me the thing, and I was using the listing that was given in the... Because nobody in BB told me any different from... They only have 6 players, so I went off of the... what was posted.
Oh, so they found... Wait, I'm confused. Who's changing?
I just swapped it around, but now they're saying that they're on the wrong rules for BB.
Ermagerd. Are you high too?
No.
Shame. You know what I just found out, bro? Ginger ale tastes just as good without alcohol in it. Well, that's another thing. I'm pretty fucking sober right now. That's weird. Not so bad, but weird.
Okay, so apparently... Oh, shit.
Good.
It looks like one of the people that was listed as a support in the match roster is not actually support.
Hey, where the fuck did my music go? Could have sworn I put that on. You can't hear that, can you?
Sorry.
Okay, good.
Now traveling to Busan.
Let me see some Hanzos. I found a new favorite character.
Initiating match.
Ooh. This is tier 1, right?
Yes, it is.
Cool. I like seeing how they fight. Gives me ideas how I should be doing stuff sometimes, or it'll show me something I haven't seen yet. Like maybe some weird sneaky peeky way to be somewhere. I don't know. Learn something new.
Ready for battle.
I could have used a little more time to get ready. This is no place for shit.
Oh. Got the dive for Moshi.
5, 4,
Very brawly kind of healers going on there. Oh, no. Disrupt it. Oh! Cheeky.
Alright, we got, right now we got BB in the dark blue while Moshi Moshi is in the magenta color here today. So right now we already got some picks coming in from the Moshi Moshi side, and this is forcing BB to actually start backing off.
Yeah, Moshi just fucking... Big old monkey paw and said, "What?"
And to no surprise, we got Q on the pharmacy.
Hey man, everything broke.
Thanks for the assist.
Fix it.
Don't fix it, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, that leaves them with, how about that as their hit scan player, who's like a gnarly fucking hit scan player too. So right now we got double shield for the, BB team, and they're going around backs. They're gonna end up setting themselves up, except for they're going with a May. Oh, who gets taken out by Q.
Oh!
Sorry, Reinhardt. Clearing the area.
I thought I was gonna go play Paladins after this.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Dude, I'm loving Full Operator's Winston right now. Like,
He's gotta be
really...
excited to get out of, friggin' Orisa jail.
Which team?
Oh, I mean, Orisa is like pretty much like the OP tank, right? So
Yeah. Oh,
This
man.
will protect
I get
us.
you. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. And look, he keeps flanking too. But hasn't really. I guess he's just taking their attention. He hasn't really fired anything. He's just jumping on him. Bye, Hammond. Man, Moshi holding this out. Leedy's gonna get a big old goose egg if they don't do something soon. Gotta find another way in there. Now they just get spawn cam. Well, there's that goose egg I was talking about. Sheesh.
Score 1-0.
Sheesh.
Ready for
That's all I gotta say about that. Sheesh. Moshi, they took that point and they held it down. They said, nah.
Got this technician coming in.
Seeing some swapping up a little bit for BB.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check this out.
I don't know what to say about the comps.
Well, we're seeing how about that on a Doomfist. It's like he seems to be a very Titan seems to be a very flexible player. He's on hit scans and then he's on some fairly mobile characters. Pretty good. And we got the double Doomfist on either side going on. Kopi going for one of those hooks, does not find anything, but right now Lucio got trapped by his own Mei outside of on the wrong side of that wall. Yep.
Oh, she's taking a point first. Push BB back. This is starting to look a little better for the move. I started taking a point. But BB gets some significant picks.
Oh, and a nice split from G-Man Eats Toes. I'm just going to call him Toes for the rest of the game. And BB actually gets a really nice push on this one, actually taking the... taking the point, and this is going to give them some percentage here.
Yeah, let's see how long they take it.
When the Doomfists are having it out, and all of a sudden, how about that is trapped from getting to the rest of his team, and he gets picked by the Kopi. Kopi is just actually tearing through. The tank lineup is doing all the finishing off here.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking straight. I'll go reach the meta.
Oh, and a nice slam comes out. Lots of people, but they are actually saved. No picks off of the Earth Shatter. And BB is... Holy smokes. This is a brand new team for sure.
Yeah, wow. 50% in climbing for BB on this one. Pushing Moji around a little bit.
Check this out.
Those May walls are getting to be pretty good.
Oh, and the Earth Shatter comes out. Oh, sorry, the grab comes out, but doesn't seem to pick anybody off with the Doomfist. And it does look like Moshi Moshi are starting to take this one back. Oh, this is going to be another back and forth type game.
I hope so. I love those. Those are the good ones.
They are. Those are the fun ones.
To play between teams, you know. Those are the ones who are like, oh, he got me. Oh, I'm good for you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that son of a bitch. He just sticking in my ass.
Oh. It looks like. Oh no. We actually have Nibelium actually ends up getting caught outside. Yet Mei is still freezing their team, and now they're just going to end up pushing out. Like, oh man, some of these ice blocks are good, and they end up getting Toes out before the ult gets off of or onto the group. So that canceled out Toes Blizzard. Yep, Moshi was like, we had enough of your shenanigans from the last fight.
Yeah, for real. Oh!
Oh no, Alfredo, the wall. They're pushed really far up too, and they're stuck out here. This may not go well. They're a little overextended here, and Umbra's on his way back. And once again, we're having the retake from BB. This is going to be back and forth.
Yup.
Fucking love it. Love it.
Maybe this will be a game that lasts longer than 45 minutes.
Oh! And Titan gets a little pick on Ambi. Rifkin's gone. Now they got the grab out. Are they going to be able to finish off the fight? They are. And if they're going to push them back, they're going to want to try and... I don't think they're going to get a chance to stall this out. They're going to have one last fight available in order to actually end up taking this point. And they just got to win one more fight, but they're only going to have the one more fight. there does seem to be a few ultimates coming online for BB that may actually give them the edge, but if they get some picks off first... Oh, how about that? Takes out Ripken.
That Mace Wizard did it.
Map 1 definitely ended up going to Moshi Moshi, but it was well fought on both sides on that last one. The first one was a little bit more of a definitive round, but the second round actually shows that BB are here to play. They probably just needed to get their bearings, get a feel for what they're expecting from Moshi Moshi here. Okay, I've done the barrage from there once before, and being a little bit too far back looking down, there's like this little ledge thing that pokes out. Accidentally hit it a bunch of times, killing myself. I have done that.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Alright, so that is a 1-0 so far for Moshi Moshi, but we are going to be moving ourselves into our second map, being Eichenwald. I love Eichenwald. It's one of my favorites. If I actually looked at the hybrid maps, I'd actually almost end up saying that... No, sorry, no. Okay, King's Row is actually a pretty definitive favorite, but Eichenwald would be a very, very close second for me.
Agree. Definitely agree. I like them both. Let's see what BB's got in this map.
And so BB doesn't really have any people to swap out, but I'm going to see if we're actually getting any swaps from Q here. I guess I should actually end up turning the stream actually on my phone so I can actually keep up with what the fuck's going on in the chat.
I didn't even think about that.
That would make sense, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Oh, we got a Dr. Doolittle's little advertisement here for me. Perfect.
No, you leave Dr. Doolittle, man. You leave Dr. Doolittle alone.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Eddie Murphy already did it, and he did it well.
Oh. Yeah, in this one, I swear I saw in some sort of trailer there's a dragon in it, and I'm like, no.
See? Don't remake good movies. Remake the bad ones. Because they sucked.
And it's coming out in January 17th, so everyone, beware.
Robert Downey Jr. too, right?
I actually like Robert Downey Jr. though. He's hilarious.
No, Robert Downey Jr. is great. But, god damn it, why do you gotta remake Dr. Doolittle? Dr. Doolittle is Dr. Doolittle. Math is math.
Alright, so I'm just going to make sure that BB is ready. Oh, yep, now I got the... I got the echo coming from my phone now of us just talking about Dr. Doolittle. Alright.
Man hates toes. That's a funny one.
Alright, so let's see here. Alright. I still have yet to hear from BB as to whether we're actually set to go. Oh, why am I getting an invitation from somebody in the league? You don't invite the league account. Like, what's the matter with you? You want to play some games with a league account? You don't know who's on the league account. I mean, I guess if you're watching the stream, you do, but... Anyways, why am I getting messages now? I'm not looking at messages. I am midstream, damn it all. Alright, so, damn it, will somebody from friggin' BB respond here?
What is going on?
Okay, they're ready.
Initiating match.
Let's get it on. Do some good fights. Speaking of good fights, I hope Conor McGregor gets his ass beat.
Who's he gonna be fighting? Is that tonight?
No, it's the 18th.
Oh, okay. Well,
The Cowboy. I haven't really been keeping up with
the
UFC,
Cowboy.
but yeah, it's all over Reddit. Conor McGregor, the Cowboy.
I haven't paid attention to UFC since I worked at sports bars, so which has been pretty close to 10 years now. Fuck.
Ready for battle.
No. Sorry, it's only been about 7 since I last worked at a sports bar. Oh, well.
What the hell?
We got Moshi Moshi committing suicide. I wonder if
Why
they're
are they
actually going to
committing
be...
suicide?
Because I have a feeling... Watch them all change heroes as soon as... Yep, they're all changing heroes as soon as they start coming out. They're trying to give false information to the enemy team. It's actually a tactic we like to use.
Huh.
A lot of the time. When we're on defense first for something, we'll actually end up like running out quickly, jumping off the ledge and stuff like that with maybe 1 or 2 people, and then switch to something that can get back quickly so we can set up. And then they've already tried to, like, in comp only. But we end up doing it just because then they swap the things that would counter those, in theory. It's kind of funny.
That's very interesting.
It's worked a few times. Mind games are just as much of a, you know, part
Oh yeah.
of this game than anything else. And Kopi is kind of coming around the... Oh, they've got the setup for where Shock ended up setting up for their final matches. Oh, Paradise gets first pick on Copy. Ambi gone. Except for the they did manage to get Q out of his... Really, they got Q on the Bastion, and how about that is now on the Pharah instead? Alright.
That works too. Swapping the players and play one character. That's worked for my team once before.
Okay, your team is notorious for doing nothing but swapping people's roles between every single map. That is just how your team runs. Oh, and Rifkin gets a nice pick on Q in the back. Out comes the very first of the barrages. Rifkin going for... Oh! Rifkin almost ended up getting the Pharah for that punch there, but does force Umbra to fall off the ledge. I don't even know what to say. I mean, friggin', it looked like at one point in time BB was actually going to be able to take the fight, and then they just turned that one wholly around. I think some of the target focus ended up getting split up because I know I saw Ripkin kind of go on to somebody in the back line. Did actually get the pick on that one. Got back to his team, and it looked like the tanks were doing okay for a moment, and then they started getting the picks out. I think the barrage is what turned that one around entirely. They weren't able to recover from it. Out comes the Shatter. Doesn't seem to actually get a huge amount of bodies in there, but they are getting the pick that they need to actually start moving through this. Out comes the second barrage. So now both teams barrage, except for, how about that's going to happen coming up very soon.
That was a nice ass push.
This is, and right now there's a little bit more in the way of, there's only a couple ults on the side of Moshi Moshi at this point in time. Not really much of anything in the ult economy on Battle Biscuit. Which is not so bad, because usually on defense you are wanting to be a little bit more reactive with it to try and counter ult a lot of the time. You can screw yourself by throwing out all your ults, which it looks like Paradise throws out his ult on to the group. Out comes the barrage. Doesn't seem to pick much off besides actually it's weakened them enough that they're able to follow up, and how about that is just rolling through them at the moment. Interesting seeing the change between Titan and Q swapping to like between being hit, scan to projectile heroes. Like they've just swapped roles there basically.
Moshi sitting there on a pushing guard. They both did pretty damn well with the thing put together. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, but they're moving it. They're doing it.
Now comes the next barrage, and it does take out Nibelium. And it does look like Moshi Moshi is pushing them back. Nibelium is kind of coming out. He's going to want to back out. No, that does seem to pick a whole bunch of people up.
Yeah, but
they are.
Now they saved them.
Yeah, and they're actually starting to get the picks that they need in order to start getting a little bit of pressure on the rest of this. Right now, they do see 3 members of the Moshi Moshi team starting to come back from spawn, so the remaining players are having to back up and get right to the point itself. How about that? Quickly picked off. Oh, and a nice pull off the ledge. Rhine, both tanks gone down. Oh, and a nice little melee at the end there from how about that onto Funny Rafa.
You can tell they're good as a team because they're staying when they are together. They're doing their thing.
Are you talking about BB?
No, I'm talking about
Moshi. Oh well, yeah, no, they've been a team for a while, and these guys are.
Of high
Especially when they're like not just high ranks, they're high tier in the way of like their actual like, because like a lot of teams like high ranks start pretty high up for the most part, but I mean like these guys are actually like part of like bigger leagues and
really,
yeah.
That's cool. I'm dying of that in the garage.
You should be at peak performance levels.
What are you talking about fucking movement?
I'm here.
Alright, we're getting down to the final 10 seconds here. Are they going to be able to get it to the second point here? Right now you got Umbra who's just...
Oh! Reinhardt almost got off. Here goes back up. Come on. Back up. No, Mirage comes down and... Oh no,
nope, they still have a couple. people left on point, but is it going to be enough? They're going to need to make sure that they keep Kopi alive here. Unable to do so, and they just end up they're just doing cleanup jobs right now.
Yeah, the nail on the coffin.
Oh, Umbra. That final clip in the face for the Widow.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
That was a good enviro by Risa.
Alright, we're going to end up having a look in a few seconds to what BB's going to be bringing to their defensive table here. Like, I liked the idea of going with where the Shock decided to do their defense from the Owl playoffs, their final grand finals there. They can actually be a pretty tough spot to break, but BB did a really good job at actually breaking that pretty quickly. I think a lot of the problem ends up being is like the actual amount of people you actually need to keep that alive is a lot more intensive now that the shields have had the big nerfs. It's really hard to protect the Bastion nowadays.
Yeah, which I'm okay with that. One, I don't play him. Two, fuck Bastion.
Pretty much. Oh, and the first pick goes off onto Ripken almost immediately, and they're going to go with a dive comp here. Sort of. Dive tanks.
Oh, that was a fast take. Yeah, Moshi's being a monster here. Tonight in this game. BB's valiantly fighting, but Jesus, Moshi's chugging right the fuck along. I'm trying to push back, BB. Push it forward and keep all that time together. It's working.
Don't stop now. Right beside you.
Right now.
Let me get
It was working.
Yeah, it was for a second. Oh, and a nice little pick on Alfredo right at this moment. Picked the ball, but he's kind of stuck inside the mine. That's just not going to go well for them, and he's just going to have to try and tank as much of it as he can. He's actually staying alive, man.
I'm taking care of you. You should be at peak
So they got 4 minutes. They're going to end up having to hold this.
That was a good ass hog hook. Hey, I mean they might pull it off. Shit.
I'm taking care of you.
Wouldn't be surprised if BB takes this from Mac here. Wait, if they stop this push, that's it, right? They take the net.
Unfortunate. Barrier activated.
We still need you. Damage boost engaged. Patching you up.
Damage output increased. Let's get meteor strike.
Let me get you patched up.
Okay, I didn't really like hearing that sound. It's Titan is actually running through these mines because it keeps making me think that He's gonna get blown up in a second and just makes me panic. Oh, nice shot on the Ripkin there.
Do we think Titan is actually fighting there?
No. There's not enough, there's too much of a delay, I think, right now for it to...
Oh, that's like there is a delay too.
We have a delay, like... It would be like just... Unless people are hiding somewhere or something like that. Sometimes I guess it is a little bit difficult on the thing, but like I haven't noticed anything that would...
Okay. Well, we got concern.
I may end up asking Q real quick to have him get out for the sake of it.
Well, I mean, if he's got his shit on just for the sake of his views,
you know what? I used to do that. I usually throw it on my
do.
phone too, just so I can actually get the views up.
Right.
That's literally all I do for. Like I'll throw it on. So I mean, hopefully that actually answers that there for you, Nerf Boko, because I know some of us try to encourage like people to just like have it on. Just, you know, it's an honor thing, right? Like throw it on to.
Just for the views, you know.
For the views, it's to help out the league at that point, right? And then yeah, like I don't use it. Like, I don't have time to fucking use it while I'm in the game.
Right. You're busy trying to kick ass. I don't understand it. Maybe it's one thing in fucking Fortnite because there's like this big area.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how some people could actually use it to think of like, oh, hey, we have, you know, we see that they're using this defense. Do we want to do this? But I mean, like, come on, how often do you end up seeing a fucking dive go after Bastion bunker? Oh, we got somebody who has dropped.
Uh-oh. DC's?
I don't know if it's DC. Ripkin ended up leaving. He's got 150 ping.
Is this NA servers?
It should be. I mean, we're...
Oh. And these are all NA kids, right?
Yeah, these are all, for the most part, NA kids, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much NA.
Well then, someone's just got some bad internet then. I'm enjoying the fight so far. It's Moshi Moshi 2 zip to the BB, but you know, BB's not rolling over. I would like to see him take a map though. But I like voting for the underdog too. Doesn't always pay off, but hey. It's fun being the underdog. Especially when you come out on top, then it just feels good.
So it looks like we are going to be giving ourselves a few moments here because we're actually going to find a quick fill because somebody was on some pretty bad ping.
Oh.
And now we have people who are offering to fight their own team. It's like, all right, put me in, coach. It's funny when you actually have Moshi Moshi. It's just like, no, throw me on my own team. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have that mentality too, where it's like sometimes it's like if for instance, say that my team ended up having enough players, and so the other team ended up needing a sub, and there'd be a little part of me that'd be like, oh no, throw me on the other team. Now I know how it would be questionable because if you lose, you could actually be accused of sabotage.
Yeah,
which is bad.
That just
but
ran through my mind. Like,
part of me would be like, no, I do not want to sabotage my team. I want to fucking murder my friends.
Yeah.
We go into free for all death matches all the time because we just like to murder each other. That is how you team bond. You find ways to kill each other. That is when you're on a good page with your team.
Where's my team with bond?
That's okay. Our
Bunch
team
of
hasn't
fucking
really been.
ghosts.
We ended up having a whole bunch of people that ended up leaving ours, and
Oh, biggity womp.
well, I mean that happened like in early December, so we were able to, or maybe November. Oh no, sorry,
that
we
why
had it in
Oki's with
November. Yeah, we
I
ended up
thought she was on
losing a
the
few.
Scream Queens.
No, Cloud9.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Oki is support and tank is above our line, so she can only like because she's never been able to get her DPS above tier 3, the 3K line.
Mm.
Right, so we have some people that are able to play in lower tiers on certain roles that they're just terrible at, and they've never been able to get climb past it on any of their alts. We do ask for the proof, obviously, from people before that'll happen, but we do end up having her on our team, and she's okay. She also plays at like 300 ping whenever she's playing with us, so it's a little interesting too.
Yeah. And that's actually what made her play so great on y'all's game.
In the
She was doing
projectile
awesome.
characters, yeah, 300 ping, fire that thing out and hope
Right.
that it hits something. She couldn't even see. It was hilarious because she couldn't even see where people were. She was just firing at places where she thought people would be at one point in
That's why
time
that
because it
Reaper
would just
came out.
jumped out. Yeah, it was pretty funny because we could hear her in our thing. Like the amount of times that we actually heard some panic from that one was hilarious. We did pull it out. We did a great job, though, on our last game last Tuesday, so I'm hoping we get to do the
did.
same thing. We have our same lineup coming up this coming Tuesday. Iron Jedi on our tank. We'll have Silence Crayon off tank. Myself and Oki will be on the damage with Forsaken Bacon and Ginger Healer, which is Tay, on our support lineup.
Woot. It's gonna be a good game. I like Tay's healing. She does good. Her Mercy plays. God,
She's been
whenever
getting
I watch
better.
y'all, I like the Mercy. I mean, I wasn't saying it was bad at all. It's inspiring. I love seeing good Mercy plays because I can't play her for bullshit.
It is actually
Not a
the
lick.
hero I have the worst, second worst win percentage on in all season. Like, but if you actually go to all competitive modes on my account and go to like win percentage, she's second worst. She's at like 30% win rate with Mercy. It's so bad. My next worst would be Ball, but I've only played like maybe total of like 5 minutes with him in competitive.
Ball used to be one of my favorites. I got this habit of when the new character comes out, I'm fucking Superman. Until everybody figures out how to beat him, and then I gotta figure out different stuff. And that's I started playing when Hammond came out, and he was just so much fun. It's hard for me to see that it's hard to play him. But I mean, I guess it can be a little difficult getting the hang of that hook.
So it looks like we're going to be bringing RC in for Cry for UFO. RC in for him. Cry for UFO.
Try to get picked up by a UFO? Deal.
Alfredo RC, Titan, Paradise, Umbra. His own team have fun in spawn queue. I love. Okay, so this is going to be a little unorthodox because of the situation. BB is going to be borrowing Q himself from his own team to play as a DPS for them.
We've never done this before.
Dude, we didn't do what we did earlier today before with you guys, so.
Yeah.
Today is
It's a day of
a yeah, exactly. You'll always remember your first.
I know we will.
Yeah, no, the funny thing is I have been part of 2 of those firsts now, both the one from today and this one here. But yeah, it's going to be kind of funny here cuz I'm just making sure both teams are ready because I know Q had to move over.
Don't worry about me. I'm good.
Alfredo, I get to play ball. This is hilarious. It's just like his own team is turning around. It's like, by the way, so Q being on the BB now. You have Umbra who's like, have fun and spawn Q. He's just gonna. I like the banter in the own team.
In the Twitch chat?
No, this is in game chat.
Oh.
This is actually going to be pretty good because Q's solid DPS, so it's actually really good of them to kind of be a little sportsman-like. They like to have fun. I think that's one of the things I really love about Moshi Moshi. I actually really enjoy a bunch of the people over there. I hope to get to know some of the people from BB in a similar way.
In an intimate way.
Because some of them are
Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude.
Similar, not intimate. I mean, if they want to get in.
All right. I mean, maybe here's my number. All right. So what do we got coming up for the next map?
Oh yeah, I guess I should actually change that, shouldn't I? Our next map is going to be, sorry for the delay, folks, Volskaya Industries, which is actually a pretty solid one for. Oh, I went way past it. It's under assault. I don't know why I'm going all the way down there. I will not stop.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Mind your business, woman. Oh, we had somebody else drop out. It was, shoot, who was it? It was, see, we have Rafa Ambi. Alfredo's just like, but I just want to play the game. Sends off a little sad panda. And now we got Tay's like, I'll super tank for tier 1. Being in tier 3, this may go horribly wrong. And Alfredo's like, Tay, you'll be against me. Giving fair warning.
Wiggity wumps, DCs.
Yeah, it says, I don't know if it's DC or what, because right now it's a Nibelium that actually ended up dropping. So we're now missing Nibelium.
Oh. Let's hope he comes back so we can get Swifty in here. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. It's time to get Swifty, yeah.
Let's see Q on main tank. Oh god, that would be so funny. I love how Moshi's team likes to troll their own. Their own. Well, they're just their own. They all like to play around with each other. It's a good bond I feel they have.
It's good to be friends.
Wow.
I want to see this. How do I see this too?
How are you not in this chat? You're on the league server, aren't you?
Yeah. Is the general?
No, it's in game chat. We do all of our stuff for the games themselves in game chat. It's under league statistics category.
Ah. I just don't know my way around this place is all. bum, bum, tutti frutti. Oh, Rudy. Tutti frutti. Oh, Rudy. Hey, my buddy Nico. Maybe we'll play Paladins after this. I'm grinding the fuck out of that monkey tomorrow. No! Oh, thank you very much. Oh boy, what is going on? I'm anxious.
We are waiting to see if we can actually find someone right now.
Again?
Well, yeah, because I mean, or if Nibelium's going to be coming back, because we're going to actually, I'm going to give it another few minutes, because if we can't find one, we're probably going to end up having a call it, because we're not going to end up having...
Womp. I was enjoying this.
I was too, and I think these guys just, I know they just want to play.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like fun. It's not frustrating in any way. It just looks like fun right now.
Yeah, I know. This I think is actually turning more into like a fun game rather than anything else. Kind of like how you guys were just like, screw it, we're just gonna have fun today.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I'm not
happened.
gonna lie. The mass amounts of Torbs made me laugh. Each team having a bastion and then turning around and being like, okay, so we're just gonna build around this bastion. You guys, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When you guys ended up going triple Symmetra, do you have any idea what I wanted to see?
What?
You guys putting all of... No, I wanted to see when you did all your Symmetras, I wanted you guys to all like get together, put all of your turrets in one spot, and just have one person turret bomb all of them with a fucking teleporter.
Ooh.
That would have been 9 turrets through one teleporter. It would have, like, people would instantly die from that. I almost feel that people would just instantly die from being touched by that. I actually was like, I want to call it the touch of death.
Pretty much. You get this one long blue finger. Like a fly zapper, man. And then if somebody fucking tries to take it down, you pop another one right there. The ultimate eye, pretty much, yeah. They stuck all those things like up on the side of a wall somewhere. As everybody walks by. Bzz, 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 bzz. Oh wait, that's the revolving door thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's a revolving door trophy for Symmetra.
It's alright. One time I shoved
wash.
my Dragon Blade up Alfredo's Graviton Surge so hard it came out the other end and I got a 12k. Sure. Wow. Okay, so we got he's looking for a main tank for us. See if people are able to actually end up waiting it out. Sorry for the delay, folks. We have a couple people. One person just had such bad connection here, and I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm the host and I'm having a storm right now that's causing it to be a high ping for everyone. But
I mean, I just
everybody
set up
seems
my
to have
ping
like
thingy.
130. Everybody seems to have like 130 or something like that. 130 to 150. It seems everybody in this.
I mean, are you using like a satellite dish or something? Like, what?
What do you mean?
The weather shouldn't. Does the weather usually affect your connection?
Well, I mean, like sometimes it ends up. No, we're not using a satellite dish, but I mean, like sometimes if you end up having machines end up going haywire or something over at the main base because of power or something like that. I don't know. I know that we go offline all the time when we end up having like big ice storms.
I guess an ice storm I can understand.
We're not having an ice storm
Ice
right now,
rules
though.
everything.
But it's not an ice storm right now. It got too warm because of the whole heat wave thing. Although it was supposed to be an ice storm, so I'm a little shocked because then it was just like, yeah, we got a big storm coming your guys' way, and it's going to be like, you know, ice rain. Which the last time that happened, all the ice rain ended up getting on top of like all of our hydro poles.
Power lines. Yeah, power lines and shit.
Yeah, and it just kind of froze to all of them, and it started causing a lot of like disruption.
I would feel like it would cause like more weight on it and possibility of snapping, and because of the freezing and the high temperature.
Well, it was freezing the generators on them too.
Oh. Yeah, electricity doesn't like cold.
So we ended up having the last time we had an ice storm, we ended up having half the city out.
Wow, man.
Yep. Now that's power. That's not just internet. That's power in general, but because we call our power lines hydro poles.
Okay.
Now what?
Fuck it. Put me in, coach.
The Tay main tank. I'm gonna have a stroke by the end of the day. Oh my god, it looks like we're bringing in a... Oh my god, are you actually, like, reading this right now?
Yep. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I found a new random quote. Flu heating rapper.
Wow, so it looks like we are bringing Ginger Healer in on main tank for BB. For our last two maps. Oh shit.
I hope Lord
I accidentally put it to everyone in the create game thing.
Oh my.
So it would have been in the actual thing for everybody to go into a game mode and be like, oh hey, we're just gonna have some random join us. Like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out. But this is going to be interesting. We have Ginger Healer, who is a T3 support main, coming into main tank for BB in Tier 1.
Let's see how this goes. Have fun.
So, did anything weird happen during the 3 p.m. game today that was weird? Or was it a fairly normal game?
Pretty normal one.
Okay, so it wasn't a totally scuffed day.
No, that was that was the one that was good. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much going like this. Aside from the DCs here.
They're saying even hell. Let's all just go to match chat. Let's see. Can I actually end up doing this? Let's turn match chat on.
Oh my.
Match chat enabled.
Blur's stream.
My evil laugh inside chat.
Oh, I can just imagine the screaming that's gonna be going on.
Oh, Neb is back apparently. Okay, so we're gonna turn that back off.
Like like a sound. I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. I'm done after you.
Are you just listening to like oh we can't be doing this this is mute worthy on YouTube.
Just singing it?
Dude, anything that yeah, because it's now technically aired. Anyways, so
Forte.
I know, Porte, it would have been hilarious to watch her try to face off versus Cool Alfredo. It would have been great.
We're gonna pop off, man. I love that Squidward picture.
What the fuck is that? What? Oh, it's Squidward. I want to see Q on Rhine. Man, I still gotta actually end up trying to figure out a way to actually get into some of Q's teams, like Moshi Moshi or something like that, just to hear their comms one day. That's what I want to do. I want to listen to their comms when they're in a serious game and everything. Right now, it's just, yeah. I've always wanted to hear their comms just because I've heard it's pretty crazy.
Maybe we can just like sneak into their party one day. Hey guys. All right, are we almost good to go?
I hope so, because holy fuck balls, man.
Yeah.
This has been the longest, we've, wait, 10 minutes? Are you kidding me, 10 minutes? Longer than 10 minutes.
Yes, I am kidding.
It's longer than 10 minutes. This is the quickest 10 minutes the longest 10 minutes I've ever had, if that was the case.
You don't smoke enough weed, man.
I haven't done that much since college.
Oh.
And I live in a place where it is completely legal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's Canada, man. It's legalized in Canada.
Like recreation and stuff?
Yeah, we have. I could walk over to the store right around the corner from me.
Dope. It's
literally
sweeping our nation. Legalization is sweeping our nation.
Yeah, you got a few that are in your country that have a few like what, Colorado and California and stuff like that.
Colorado, California, and Illinois just got legalized. But still, the capital's not. Fuck. You know, it's funny.
What, Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
That's not a state, though.
No, it's not, but it's in Maryland. But you can carry more weed in the capital than you can in the recreational states. You can have fucking 2 ounces, whereas you can only have the 10 grams in other places, I think.
Okay, so we got BB ready.
All right.
Here we go. Oh my god. Longest intermission in life. I am sorry, stream. But today has been a fairly scuffed day, as we're calling it. So we're going to be seeing Q subbing in from Moshi Moshi over to BB. Because, well, he's sick of his team and wants to murder them.
Let's see it.
No, it's actually because they just needed to fill on BB, and Q's actually a super helpful guy, actually, I find, so... And I don't foresee, like, I don't foresee him being the type to be like, oh yeah, you know, I want to pat my team's stance or anything like that. He'd be the type who's just like, no, like, he tries his hardest, so...
right, I mean,
I like this. Oh, exactly.
Whether it's against your team or not, play the game. It's just a game.
ready.
Alright, there's Boogie Oogie.
One sec.
Oh, jeez. That they said they
Are
were
you
ready.
fucking kidding me?
That didn't answer. What the hell happened already?
Paradise is DPS. Oh.
Good? Easy quick fix?
Yeah, it was just swapping. It wasn't about swapping members in and out. It was about people on being on wrong rolls.
Ah.
Attackers incoming in
Well then.
30 seconds.
Let's rewind that tape. Put it in on the B side.
It's okay. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it.
Okay.
We got it. Man, today has been such a scuff day. Such a scuff day. People like just not being. Oh, what is this setup? Hanzo over here.
One.
Nobody at like the point itself. I'm loving this setup, to be honest. Like, there's got to be a reason behind why they're doing this. I'm curious to see what it is. Right now they got the tanks there. They're actually forcing them to actually come out and into the thing so they can find and separate them. Except for fucking Alfredo is now in their backline at the moment. I guess because since you're running a dive in this sense, you really can't be playing that choke or anything like that. So everybody has to end up... Oh, it was a nice little shot on, drop on Ambi.
Damage boost engaged. I might need you.
Guess I missed it.
And Q on Genji. Oh, gets outplayed by how about that? Rafa gets the res up on Genji, and now Toes actually ends up going down. Whoa, I just had a weird lag spike there too. Delicious.
Look at all the ults coming up on Moshi.
Paradise just... They're all teabagging Q in this corner as soon as they got him. They're just like, oh yeah, just tilt our captain. Or league owner, I guess. And now comes the dragon. Doesn't? Oh, he does happen to get Rafa, but does separate them. It did. And Toes is Paradise throwing himself off the ledge.
I've been seeing this pink costume a lot. What's this pink costume for?
What pink costume?
The pink skin, like for like what Hannah's got on right now.
Oh, that's a Spark
Oh.
from Overwatch League. Their colors are bubblegum pink. And I don't know if you actually have seen any of the league changes and everything. The McDonald's skins from the Florida Mayhem are being changed to a black, pink, and like neon blue, which is actually looking really slick. And then,
My favorite colors. Yeah, I like those.
yeah.
That sounds good. I like that a lot. I like that.
Oh, have you seen it?
Black, pink, and blue. No, but I can imagine this video.
I'll send you the link afterwards. For a couple pictures. But like then the San Francisco Shock is getting a little bit of a rework. They're not as orange. Their base is going to be gray silver with a little bit of orange highlight instead. They're keeping the same orange color, but it's just not as prevalent.
I'm here.
But yeah, they're getting rid of the McDonald's colors because people kept memeing. They would grab the Florida Mayhem to just meme it. Oh, and that was a cry melt again, getting the little teabag in there after like while healing. Ambi throwing themselves off the ledge. Who's the other one? Oh, Valiant. They're changing from the green and gold to very similar color scheme to the Boston Uprising. It's the blue and yellow. I don't know how that's gonna work because it's two teams with like very similar colors. Seems fairly weird to me. We don't have a green team anymore. I don't know why I don't like it as much. Out comes the hack and the whole hog. And they're keeping them a little bit off a point.
I'm not finished.
Oh,
And right now they are pretty much taking a very dominant stance on this point. So it is pushing back BB. And in game chat, we do happen to have a little bit of banter for Q's team. You ain't killing me! Oh man, this is good. Alright, and the wall comes up. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? Like, Q is actually a really solid Mei, so this is actually going to be good. I mean, I know he swapped a little bit earlier on, but it's going to be pretty good. He's just gone up there by himself, and they're all just... they got slept, and they just waited for him. They're all just trolling their own... I think they're focusing him down. When they focus him down, they're at a huge advantage at that point in time, and... Oh, Q did happen to get a nice pick off, because the res came out on Q. But how about that is rolling through, and Nibelium doing the reset. That was actually a really solid move on Nibelium's part. Although I don't know why Q decided to try and survive that explosion. Oh, well, now they're throwing in Tracer with Nano after the team fight was over, so that was like kind of a Nano throwaway. Which I feel is more of a flex than anything else. Nice hook up onto Crymel from Cappy. Wow. I keep wanting to say Canopy, and I don't know why. But I kind of like that name actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, Canopy. Yeah. Even though its meaning is just like a. Oh, just any kind of like little roofing, small amount of roofing. Yeah, like a little overhang kind of thing.
Copy.
Copy.
Let's get you back out there. Damage increase.
Alright, Q. Let's see some of your moves, Q. He's actually got Blizzard coming up soon, so this should actually be a way for them to actually get pushed. They're actually going to end up wanting to... oh, it's a nice little headshot he got up on Umbra. If they can actually push in together, he's trying to freeze the... He does not let the D.Va get away. And he is right now... He is trying... They got to get themselves on point. He's just got to... Oh! And he gets Blizzard up. Umbra's unable to get on point. He's just freezing Paradise, right? Or sorry, Cool Alfredo at the moment. Out comes the nice bomb from Tracer. And right now, they do happen to have a pretty dominant presence on point, so it looks like they're probably going to defend it before the actual 33%, unless somebody's able to start getting some pretty gnarly picks. But right now, we only have supports on the actual field. Actually, we do have Nibelium, who does get back on to try and stall it out a little bit longer, along with Coffee coming in on the Winston. They're just going for the idea of AoE cleave with, I guess, and getting back quickly, but I don't think they're going to get back. Nope.
Right there, though.
It was.
It definitely doesn't help that they're they keep going for one person the whole time, which I mean, it's kind of what you want to do. Otherwise.
Well, I mean, at that point, it's target focus, right? Now, it's just unfortunate that their target focus happens to be their own captain, who's pretty integral part. Now, I think some of I think they are splitting a little bit more. You can see that there's a little bit less practice, I think, in the way of like how the one team is approaching things, because they were a little split, and there was a little bit of staggering in on that one. I can tell that they're having a little bit more fun than anything else on both teams, where they're not really... They're not try-harding on either side. You can see that. that they're just having a good time at this point. That's how I feel
Ready
from
for
watching
battle.
both teams. I mean, they're trying. It's not like they're not trying, but you can see that. Like, for instance, Moshi Moshi, they're just like, no, kill Q. And they have a single mindset right to that one. So
Incoming in 30 seconds.
now we do actually see Q go to his fabled Pharah, where now Ambi is going to probably give him the pocket, while Funny Rafa is going to probably be the support for the main core group, which we're seeing a Sigma Ball. It's an interesting choice, and we're going to see an attack Bastion. Oh no, they're going to teleport the Bastion. Question is, are they going to teleport the Bastion around the back, or are they going to be teleporting him right through the center? That is going to be the question here. And they are going to be teleporting the Bastion around the back, because you do see that they are setting up around that back corner at the moment, and they have already started getting the teleport. So now they need to rotate around, and Bastion is in there with the ball by himself, taking out the ball immediately. They can't actually end up getting in.
Oh boy.
You just hear the fucking Bastion just... were you hearing that? The little...
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the... So this comp is very close to one that I actually like to call S-bombs. The only one that is missing is the Mercy instead of the Ana. The rotating on this one. They're actually rotating pretty hard around the back here too. It does end up costing Alfredo his life. They do get the res up on Q. And Q is now trying to get an angle, which doesn't quite work out. Now they're kind of stuck in this little cove with the Mega. Oh, Paradise is coming out with his ultimate, and he's now just going underneath, and he is going to come from behind. And this is going to give them what they needed in order to get this next point. Yeah, it's just funny because, like, so we have the comp very similar to this one. We call S-bombs, where we just swap out the Ana that's on Moshi Moshi for a Mercy. And it basically is just an acronym for each one of the heroes' names. S-bombs being Sigma, Baptiste, Orisa, Mercy, Bastion, and Symmetra. It's a pretty solid bunker that you can actually get that you can just rotate around with the Bastion, with the Sigma. And they put the bombs all over him, and they take Q out during his ultimate. So they tried investing a lot there. Now with the wall coming out, they're actually going to have this extra. They do get Paradise out though. And they have like a little protection with the turrets all the way around, nanoing out Cool Alfredo. Now you got, how about that, teleporting from back and forth, from behind and front. They are getting some pretty good domination on this point as well. Oh, I like that positioning for that turret though. I might actually have to steal this.
That push.
For competitive.
That push was awesome.
Play of the game.
And how about that with a Hanzo play?
Whoa. Hate that. Fucking Sombra. Alright.
I like this because... Okay, wait.
Yeah, that's that wraps that up.
That was technically map 3, but now we have somebody else who's left.
Oh, you're right, that was map 3. Well, yeah, no, I meant that wrapped up that map.
Oh yeah, that wrapped up the map. So right now it is 3-0 Moshi Moshi. They do happen to end up taking the win.
That was a fun fight to watch. I couldn't. I had a hard time. Well, first of all, you had it, but I was having a good time just watching it there. Third time, map differential was popped up. Oh, so what? Gibraltar, you said? Oh.
Oh God, they lost. They lost another person. So guess what? Okay, what's going on my team server at the moment?
Womp. I want to play some games now.
I know, I want to play some games, and this has just been dragging out. I could have been playing games like, what, like an hour ago? No, not probably an hour ago. Actually, probably about 30 minutes ago. Had we not have had all these delays, and I'm sorry for all those on the stream. We're trying to at least, you know, somewhat have some entertainment value here with some of the downtime that we're actually doing, but,
We have some good back and forth, buddy. I think we're pretty entertaining. I haven't actually listened to like you and I casting together, but we have good talks. And that's good entertainment. It's just too bad there's no music. Fucking womp.
okay, so it does look like, looks like we are going to... looks like we have a chance that they are going to call it by... Okay, one sec. So it is actually going to be a forfeit on BB's side, unfortunately. So we're not going to go to a map 4. They're just going to give up the last map because they keep losing people, and people are just having some bad internet problems today, it seems. So we don't know what's going on. So the map 4, we don't actually even get to see, which is Dorado, goes to Moshi Moshi. So it becomes a 4-0 in favor of Moshi Moshi. It's happened to be it's a day of bad games. I feel like we've had some suspect play in our very first match today. Luckily, I think the midday Jokers game today was fairly normal, and then this one ended up being a little bit on the bizarre side. But thank you all for coming out. I would like to end up giving MVP. I mean,
it's gonna be your call. They all left so fast.
I'm not going to do an interview or anything. Everybody's gone.
No,
but
yeah, no. I'm
for
good with
an
that.
MVP. It's a little difficult on my end because there's a part of me that actually wants to end up giving it to either either Nibelium or Nibelium or Cool Alfredo.
Yeah, I like seeing his tank.
Cool Alfredo was doing a great job. I'd almost end up saying like to give it to the Cool Alfredo, give Nibelium the honorable mention for BB. Although I would also end up putting Ambi as another potential honorable mention from BB.
Sounds good.
But for the Moshi Moshi honorable mention, I would actually like to give it to Q because he did offer to try and end up helping out BB by being like, hey, we just want to play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he wanted to be
That's
a good
good.
sportsman. He didn't want to just end it like that.
Yeah.
And
they
no, I
have
definitely
enough players.
appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. They're trying to help out, and I get it. I get it. Sometimes it's a little difficult, right? And to like have games, get everybody over there, and then just not be able to play. And frankly, that's what we're here for. We just want to play, don't we?
Right.
So.
Playing good people most of the time.
Yep. All right, so we will call it here. Thank you, Zan, for joining me. Are you casting any of the games tomorrow?
I have not gotten a request to. So,
Okay. I know we do have a
good.
couple of new casters tomorrow.
Ooh, cool.
So, one thing you will notice about the casting lineup, Northbourne and Lizards dominate the casting lineup.
Yeah.
We have Dakota, you, Arya, who else from the... No, Meek's never cast, has he?
He's done it a couple times.
Okay. So, and then on top of that, we have Tay, myself, and Forsaken Bacon. And we add another Northbourne caster to the list. We've brought in Iron Jedi, my team's main tank, from the Northbourne, who will be getting his first run at casting tomorrow.
Cool.
So I'm excited for that. I'm actually hoping to join in casting, or at least hosting, that game. See how we end up going. And I think Oki is helping out casting. So tomorrow night's games will be... let me just bring this up, because I think it's midday. We have one for midday versus Fluffsters. Yeah, midday versus Fluffsters at 2 p.m. tomorrow, EST. And then 8 p.m. EST, we're actually having Team Habibi versus Raijin.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to see.
Yeah, that's going to be the one, I think, for, specifically that we're going to have the new caster at. It'll be an interesting game for us, too. And then followed by that, we actually have on Tuesday, you and I go head-to-head. Lizards versus Northbourne at 8 p.m. EST Tuesday night. So,
see if I can get my team to practice together.
yeah, we got our practice on Monday night for us to plan out. Well, not plan out. I've already got everything planned out. It's just a matter of making sure that everybody's running it.
Yeah.
So, be warned. We have the plans. Where we got to uphold our first place standing right now as Northbourne. So we're coming for it. We're coming for you.
All right,
Dude,
we'll
it's
see
really
what's up.
close right now because, like, if you actually look at the standings for Tier 3, we have a couple teams that are at 4-3 for win-loss record. So there's we're at a 4-3. Blood Rain's at a 4-3 for win-loss. The only thing that makes that puts us ahead is our map differential. We got like almost a +11 or something like that map differential.
Wow.
For our because none of our losses are very definitive losses, but we've had a bunch of wins that have been definitive wins where it's like a 4-0. Along with any of our losses at least being a 3-2. So we don't really have a whole lot in the negatives for our map differential, and I think Blood Rain is only at a +1 for their map differential. And then at the end of the month, actually, the quiet ones, they're actually at a 4-2 right now. So technically their wins are at the same level, at the same ranking, but they have played one less game, so they're in round 9, I think, instead of round 10, like the rest of us are. And if they win their next game, they go 5-2 at the end of January, in which case that would bring them into the first place position. So, Knights, you have a responsibility to the rest of the league. Actually, when I say the rest of the league, to the Northbourne, to win that match. All right. But yeah, so that should be fun. Thank you for everybody who has been sticking around for our post banter, or my post banter. It was kind of more of a monologue than anything else. Sorry, Zan.
You're good, man.
Anything you want to say before we close it out?
Shit. Just keep watching. Drop a like, drop a penny in the bucket for us. Another one for the lobsters.
Penny in the
We'll see you
bucket.
next time we play.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.